Coach, thanks for joining us again. Tough weekend, I know that, and you're not happy about anything that probably transpired on Saturday. But looking back on it, what are your thoughts?
Well, listen, I'm very disappointed, and I will say that that's one of the toughest losses I've had as head coach, and it's not because of the score or anything like that. It's just because of the way we attacked that game as a football program. Um, we were flat when we got there, and I didn't understand it, and I knew that we were in trouble, and I just very disappointed. We didn't have a great week of practice, and I didn't understand that coming off of winning against Bloomsburg and then playing a very good team, Kutztown. And I mean, you gotta get better every week, and we did not get better last week during practice, and so it was a struggle all week. And then when we got there, didn't seem like we had the confidence that we needed, and we didn't play very well at all. So. It's pretty disappointing. I think everybody's disappointed. The players are disappointed. And so we got to start getting a winner's mentality instead of being the victim type of person. And like I said earlier, we got to learn how to work to win. And there's a mindset it takes to be a winner. And we got to get that instilled in these guys that there is no days off, and every opponent is tough. And you know shoot, man, you got to love the game and put the time in to get better. It's just not going to happen when you show up on Saturday.
Yeah, and I know you talked about the physicality. You had to play more physical, and you've got a bunch of young guys, and I know you hate to say the team is young, but is that mindset where you're going in against a top ranked opponent, and you just kind of are thinking, man, I don't know if we have a chance in this game. Is that what you think that creeps into their heads a little bit?
I think it does, but shit, we that shouldn't happen here.
Right.
It should not happen. All
Yeah.
right, and it never happened before, and now all of a sudden, we got to go out there and we got to attack everything, and we got to expect to win games. Expect to win. In order to win those games, though, you got to put the time in Monday through Friday. And you got to be serious, and you got to do your due diligence as far as watching film, understand what they're doing. And when you go out to practice, if you treat it like a walkthrough, Saturday is going to be miserable.
Mhm.
And so we had a little come to Jesus meeting on Sunday with the team, and ironed some things out. And I let them talk. I talked. And yesterday was a much different approach to practice than last week for sure. So, they got to learn. They got to learn, and sooner or later, it's going to have to click.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, looking ahead here, hopefully this is a bounce back game. I know that Ville's struggling, and just recently released their head coach. What's the mindset going in? I mean, this is a game really, I know you're going to want to win this.
Well, yeah, I mean, this is again, I'm going to say, and coming into this, Millersville scoring some points.
They are putting up
We
points.
are not.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm challenging our coaches and I'm challenging our offensive players. We got to start scoring points. Get the ball in the end zone. That's why you play the game. All
Mhm.
right. And but Millersville's been scoring points. They hurt themselves, turnovers, things like that. Defensively, they're a little unconventional what they do. Again, you got to go into every game like who cares who your opponent? And I told the team this on Sunday. I don't care who we're playing. It's really about us, and it's how we play and how we approach the game. But yeah, I mean, this is a huge game for us. And they got rid of their Coach Morgan, who was on my staff, was my offense coordinator. Um, so that could give them a lift, because of course it's always the coach's fault that you're not winning.
Yeah.
So they might go into this, kind of like UCLA did against Penn State.
How about it? Yeah, there's an example.
So I told our guys, listen, we got to punch them in the face as soon as we step on that field on Saturday and make sure they realize nothing has changed,
Hmm.
right? That they are still the same team, and
Hmm.
that we got to go and do our job. So this has got to be a mentality week for us, all right? A physical, just go to work mentality and play football the way it's supposed to be played.
Hmm.
Not soft football, but actually playing physical, hard football.
What do you think? What do you think the issues are offensively as far as getting points on the board?
Confidence,
Yeah.
confidence, and consistency. All right. I've talked about the consistency before. Listen, you can go back and I don't know if we have a play all year where 11 guys are doing their job.
Hmm.
on everybody doing what they're supposed to do on the single play. So that's the problem right now,
Hmm.
right? And again, we're all going to make mistakes. It happens. And I tell them all the time, all right, short memory, learn from it, move on, and be determined that mistake's not going to happen again,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that's some of the reason. And we hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
We are our biggest enemy right now. I've said this for a couple of weeks, and I know guys are getting tired of hearing it, but the things we do to take away our momentum or take away drives or penalties or whatever it is, it's uncanny. It's just
Mhm.
uncanny what we do to ourselves.
Well, I know the way you are, and I've known you now a long time. I mean, you're always exuding confidence, intensity and things like that. I mean, how do you as a coach maintain that going in, going into this week and try to keep that positivity, but also, that enthusiasm and energy?
Well, here's what I do. I love football, all right? And I love this program, and I have a lot of pride in this program. And I told the players, you got to start having some freaking pride in this program,
Hmm.
all right? And what you're about as a family. And it's easy for me to get excited about this. Just again, I've been involved with this program for so long that this is a part of me,
Hmm.
and it means something to me. And we got to start understanding all of our players and coaches got to have that same mentality that this means something to us. And but listen, I want to win. Like I'm a very bad loser. I'm a poor loser, and these last couple of years have it's been hard, especially all the success we had in the beginning, and it's just time, we got to man up a little bit, and we got to start playing football the way it's supposed to be played.
Hmm.
But keeping energy at practice, that's my job.
Yeah.
My job to make sure these guys understand that, listen, you got to fly around, you got to have some energy. You're going to get coached on you're going to get coached on the things you don't do well, and you're going to get coached on the things you do well. So
Mhm.
um, I, I just want to win.
Well, you said at the beginning of the program, Coach, you've had success throughout the program. I was looking back and just as recently as 2021, you guys had a great year, And yeah, I know you're building something. Everybody knows you're building something, and it's going to take a bit of time. But I know looking at the schedule down the line, I mean, there's no way, there's a good possibility you guys could end up with 5 wins at the end of this season, I think. And it's realistic, I think, and it's a question of getting the guys on that path.
Well, it starts with this Saturday. All right,
Hmm.
we got to get the number two win before anything else, and it's
Right.
got to start. Well, the results got to happen on Saturday. It's already started this week. As far as if we're going to win or lose this game, it's already started. And
Hmm.
uh,
Hmm.
again, I like the way the guys approached the practice yesterday, and I hope they keep that mentality up today. But yeah, I mean, listen, the wins are out there, but we got to start doing our jobs.
Right.
And again, I know people say we're young and stuff, but man, we're 6 games into the season. This is it's time. It's
Yeah.
time to turn the page, and it's time to start playing football and start understanding that you are a good football player, you are a good football team, and you just got to go out and prove it on Saturday.
All right. Well, you're home this weekend. It's Millersville. Hopefully things pan out and the guys rise up to the occasion.
I
So,
hope so. We're gonna coach them hard, and we're gonna have them ready to play. It's up to them on Saturday.
yep,
Play ball.
it's it. It's up to the players, man. Always is.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Coach. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, man. See you.